Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Two Broke Gamers podcast. I'm Creatures alongside of me.
Younggamer1531, boy.
Yep, looking like a goddamn electrical outlet today. Uh, yeah.
I gotta be
So
anonymous.
yeah, anonymous. Just if you want to see his face, just click the last video. Uh, so
No.
all right. So today we're gonna be talking about WWE in the year of 2015. Just last year, WWE as a whole. The ups, the downs,
The downs.
mainly
Just,
the downs.
just the downs.
So, what do you want to start with? What do you know that happened like really early into the year?
Might as well start with the absolute shit show that was Royal Rumble.
All right. Okay, so you got
Uh,
Royal Rumble. You got Batista.
yeah, Batista was in the Royal Rumble this year, dude. Yeah. He was in the year before. You. What are you talking about? This Rumble. Not Batista. What are you talking about? Anyway, the Royal Rumble pay-per-view was one of the worst pay-per-views WWE ever did, which is a shame because there was at least one great match on that pay-per-view, which was, in my opinion, match of the year, which we'll get to that. But might as well start with the shitty of the actual Rumble match, where it started with The Miz and R-Truth. Now, if you tell me that a match can start with The Miz and R-Truth and get your attention, you're fucking full of shit. So they're already starting shitty right there at the beginning. A whole bunch of other crap happened. Bray Wyatt looking pretty badass in the Rumble. I believe Bubba Ray Dudley made a surprise entrant, if I'm correct. I think DDP did as well,
No.
maybe. That might have been the year. Was that the year before?
Huh.
Whatever. And then D-Bry came out. Definitely had the crowd behind D-Bry. Everybody wanted him to win. So he got eliminated in the shittiest way I've ever seen, where he was just hanging on the ropes and then somebody just ran into him
Oh
and
yeah,
fell.
yeah, yeah.
And then from there on, the crowd proceeded to shit all over the Rumble. Because everybody knew that if D-Bry wasn't winning, then Roman Reigns was winning. So Roman comes out, gets booed out of the fucking building. Greatest moments I've ever seen. Because that was amazing. Then they proceeded to boo pretty much every single superstar that came out, except for, I believe, Dean Ambrose, Damian Sandow, and maybe Ziggler. I think are like the only people I didn't get booed. And then, to top it all off, we had the Big Show and Kane just knock out the, I guess what you'd call smart favorites, fan favorites, whatever, which was Bray Wyatt, Ziggler, and Dean Ambrose. Knock them out and just toss them over the ropes, and they just fell right on their fucking ass outside, which at this point, pretty much everybody is pissed off. Every single person. And then Roman ends up eliminating Big Show and Kane, and then he wins, sort of. And then, but it's like, oh no, he didn't win. And then The Rock, because Rusev was hanging outside the ring, but and then the crowd was chanting on Rusev.
The first time the crowd has ever chanted for Rusev.
Which is when you have one of your biggest heels getting chanted for over who you want to be the biggest face, you got a fucking problem. Anyway,
Using Roman Reigns as a face is a problem.
well, yeah, Roman Reigns in general is a problem. Fuck off. Then we had Big Show and Kane destroy Roman or something. Then The Rock comes out, gets a little bit of a cheer because it's The Rock, and then something happens. I can't remember. Then comes in, gets thrown right out. Everybody's booing. Then The Rock comes in and he raises Roman hands, gets booed out of the fucking building. Nobody cared about The Rock. Roman was so bad, he got The Rock booed.
I actually heard that The Rock wasn't even supposed to come out. It was just kind of like a last effort.
I doubt. I don't know. They tried everything to get him over and it didn't fucking work.
Yeah, apparently they just threw The Rock out there to attempt at some cheers, I heard, but...
And then if you listen to the promo after, it is so bad. It's like one of the few things promos where I've ever seen The Rock not know what to say. He's stuttering over words and stuff.
He was angry.
Yeah, and then Roman's like crying pretty much. But I can't really remember the other matches because I guess it wasn't important. But if we're looking for one good thing that happened was the triple threat match,
Yes, yeah.
which
Brock and
was
John and Seth.
amazing. Definitely match of the year, in my opinion. I think that was match of the year, maybe second to first. In WWE itself, definitely the match of the year if we're not counting NXT. But that match was insane. If you haven't seen that one, you got to see it like now. There's not really a lot to say. I don't really want to spoil what happens in that. Well, I mean, Brock wins, but there's some pretty badass moments with announced tables getting broken, barriers getting broken, everything. So that was the Royal Rumble 2015. Oh yeah. I rate that pay per view about 0 out of 10. Well, I guess 3 out of 10 because of the triple threat.
I'm gonna jump right ahead, and I'm gonna. I don't think we should just go by pay-per-views. So I'm just gonna say the pros and cons of 2015. So a big pro. We'll alternate then. A big pro, in my opinion, is the U.S. Open Challenge.
Oh yes, of course.
That was a good.
Probably, I would say that was the best part of Raw from when he had the U.S. title. It was one of the few things I actually looked forward to. That and the New Day were like the only two things I actually cared about for a while. Now Cena's injured, and now I don't really care that much about New Day. They're getting a little bit annoying, just a little bit, but whatever.
A big
so that was some
con
good
is Roman Reigns and Big Show and Kane
and the shitty legends that stick around when they shouldn't. Pretty much. Big Show and Kane mainly.
The year of 2015 was Roman and Big Show.
I know there were so many. They had so many matches, and it just blows my mind that they want to get this guy over. What's going to get Roman Reigns over? Match with the Big Show. Oh yeah, okay. Which nobody gave a fuck about. What else happened? Rollins being WWE champion was pretty good. He didn't have a very
pro. Right there, that's probably.
He didn't have the greatest reign because he was fighting pretty shitty opponents. He fought Kane a couple times. Then he fought Orton a couple times.
Your audio.
He did fight
shitting out hard.
Oh well, I don't know what's going on over there. But yeah. Rollins as champion was pretty great. Glad he got injured though.
Another big con is probably Daniel Bryan. Just
not in.
He wrestled like 3-4 matches last year.
Let me see. He returned at the Rumble. Had some matches through there. Then he won the Intercontinental belt, and then he had to relinquish it like pretty instantly, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks after, but yeah. And I don't know why he's not back. I heard he's been medically cleared by like so many different doctors, but WWE doesn't want him back. And when I look at it, mine's more of a conspiracy type thing that they don't want him back because they don't want him to like take over WrestleMania and the Royal Rumble again. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, pretty much because D-Bry pretty much ruined the Rumbles the last 2 years. I guess he didn't really ruin them, but
in Vince's eyes, he ruined them.
Yeah, he ruined them.
When in all reality, he was pretty much the only reason the crowd even watched at that point.
Yeah, well, when Vince thinks that Batista and Randy Orton will be the greatest pay-per-view event of all time, then, yeah. He blows my fucking mind sometimes. What else happened this year? Kevin Owens on the main roster had a great impact.
Yeah.
Beating John Cena on his first night. Great match. Definitely the best one. I've seen people say the Money in the Bank one's good. I think that's the worst one they had. I don't know why people like that. Whatever. Then he ended up winning the Intercontinental belt. Yeah, well, Alberto Del Rio is shit. Thank God, he is so boring, to put it as, whatever. He's just so boring. He has no character. He comes out, doesn't know what he's really talking about, which is it's a shame because realistically, if you look at him in Lucha Underground, he's actually really good. But in WWE, he's shit. I don't know why he came back. Mainly probably because he gets a lot of money. But I don't want to see him. Nobody wants to see him. He should really just fuck off
Uh,
for the fans and for himself.
a
So.
big con to me, personally, is Rey Mysterio leaving.
Yeah, well, he wasn't doing anything anyway.
I know, but he's the reason I started watching wrestling, and he's like, oh, he's my favorite. So I mean, that kind of sucks. But
Well,
he's it was his
I
time.
still don't know. Yeah, I don't understand why you really like a murderer, but whatever.
No, dude, fuck off. Uh, I'd say I'd say that
I say,
last year was probably some of the worst pay-per-views. The most, like, out of the 12 pay-per-views, like two of
I
them
think
were
it was
good.
like last year,
Yeah.
like overall, not like any of them were really good. There'd be like maybe one match that would stand out. Like Royal Rumble had like one match. Fastlane didn't have
SummerSlam was
anything that
good.
I remember. SummerSlam was good, yeah. There was a couple shitty endings though.
WrestleMania wasn't bad.
Uh,
Seth won.
yeah, yeah, that was awesome. Same thing with the what else happened at WrestleMania? The Seth Rollins spot in the Orton match was pretty
Undertaker
cool.
and Brock didn't have that horrible of a match.
At Hell in a Cell, they had a great match.
I didn't watch that.
The one at SummerSlam was. You didn't watch Hell in a Cell?
Mm-mm.
That's a great match. That's their best one, definitely. Um, their SummerSlam match was pretty cool. There was pretty some awesome shit going down when they were like trading blows when they were sitting down. That was pretty cool. Um, man, WWE though this year was definitely yeah, you definitely miss it this year because nothing happened.
Last
Nothing
year.
happened. Yeah, I've been the same this year. So
I was gonna say, obviously
whatever.
nothing happened. It just started.
Well, Roman became champ.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, sadly. Um,
yeah. I don't- yeah. Well, Seth getting injured, like you said, is like one of the worst things too.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to fight Triple H at Mania.
Uh, Evolution got back together last year, wasn't it?
No, that was the year before.
Was it? Wow,
Yeah, they fought
man,
the Shield.
time flies.
I guess I don't know. I don't really
Tough
remember.
enough.
Yeah,
That
tough
was
enough.
entertaining.
Yeah, to a degree, I guess. There was a couple. It was pretty like they kept the fans have some shit opinions though because they kept voting in shitty people to stay in.
Stone Cold's
But whatever.
podcast.
Yeah, but that's not really WWE though.
Yes, it is.
Unless you're talking about his like actual WWE podcast,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
don't think he had any.
That's what I'm talking
He
about
didn't
on
have
the
any really
network.
good. He didn't have any really good guests this year though.
Just saying, like the fact that they're doing that's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Um, what else? I don't know.
Swerved wasn't bad, but I haven't been watching it.
Well, it's over.
Oh, okay.
It's been over for like a year. Um, WWE Network as a whole was pretty awesome, but that was like last year that release, so we can't really talk about that. NXT was awesome, but that's not really WWE related
Oh,
necessarily. I consider it its own entity.
Beast in the
Oh,
East was great.
Beast. Oh yeah, yeah. With a Balor winning the title.
Yep.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That
That was
that
a really good
that
match.
5 in the morning.
Yeah,
Uh,
I actually watched that boy. So
let's see. I'd say that last year was the most injuries to main people in a while,
yeah, everybody's out now.
and it follows into this year too. But like, Sami Zayn, man.
Yeah, yeah. One of their
Now John and
Zayn.
Seth and Brian and just crazy that like Orton.
Yeah, Orton, Sting dying, Sting getting killed by Rollins. Um, yeah. The biggest con though that I take away from 2015 out of anything is how bad Raw was.
Oh,
Like
yep.
Raw was so terrible. Like every single show pretty much was terrible, especially in the last like 4 months. It's been on like just about unwatchable. Oh, it's so bad. I cannot fathom them changing this in any time soon, because especially with nobody there, and I don't know, they're just fucked. Like it was so bad.
Oh, I guess a con also is, I mean, a pro, Sting wrestling his first match, but a con is losing at WrestleMania in his first match.
Yeah, and lost in the shittiest way too. He lost to like a half a sledgehammer or something stupid.
Yeah, yep, yep.
Got hit with like half a sledgehammer. Then he died in the second match. So Sting got a stinger. I don't know what happened to him. I know he's had like pretty bad injury. He's going in the
Last
Hall of Fame though, so that's
last year
good.
was a pretty bad year for the Wyatt family, in all honesty.
Yeah, they have a problem with the Wyatts because they build them up for these feuds and they always lose the feuds. Like the only feud that I can think of that Bray Wyatt won was against Daniel Bryan. That he won that feud, but
Yeah,
he lost against. I'm pretty sure they pretty much lost. I don't know. I don't know if they lost against the Shield or not.
no, they
I
pretty
think they
much
won
did because
against the.
their last match was at what Elimination Chamber? What was that? Yeah,
I don't
Elimination
remember.
Chamber, right? Whereas like they battled all over the ring.
I don't remember their first match. The Wyatts won. Then I think they had another match. I don't remember. Then I remember they pretty much just jobbed to the Shield on a Raw, random Raw, when the Shield's getting ready to fight Evolution. So
I just know that it ended. Pretty sure it just ended with a Shield victory. And
I don't know. Then Roman against Wyatt. Roman won the feud. Wyatt. I guess he beat Dean Ambrose in the feud. I'm not sure though. That wasn't a very good feud though.
oh, last year
So
wasn't
shit.
last year the first tag team Elimination Chamber
Oh yes, it was.
with Kalisto
Which
and
one? Yeah, Kalisto's sitting on top of the like
yeah, because it was
chamber
each
for like 20 minutes.
two members in each pod.
Yeah,
That was cool.
it was. Yeah, it was all right.
Oh, a big con, huge con, absolutely atrocious. Sheamus winning the Money in the Bank.
oh, oh, I was
Absolutely
so bad. Oh,
atrocious.
you want to talk
And
about disappointment? Speaking of Sheamus, though, you got to mention the elimination chamber for the Intercontinental Belt. Probably the worst match of the year, right there. Oh, what a terrible match! The whole thing just fell apart. Pretty great, right there, dude.
WWE has just been so bad. There's a lot
Yeah,
more
and
bad things than good things last year.
yeah, and yet we continue to fucking watch this shit. Especially me. I'm watching Raw every single week, expecting something good, and I get shit, and then I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not watching. So there I sit the next week on my ass watching Raw again. So I don't know.
It's bad. It's bad when SmackDown is better than Raw. Because SmackDown, since they don't do the main storylines on there, they actually put on some pretty decent matches.
Yeah, because actually, yeah,
Because, like, I don't know. They're not focused
I don't
like
know.
on Raw with their main storylines. They're just like, hey, I should put on some good matches. And it moved to Wednesday, or Thursday, and it moved to
Yeah,
USA Network. But it moved to USA Network this year, right?
yeah, yep. What they need to do to like to talk about that right now is they need to make the Intercontinental Belt like
The
the
SmackDown
title for
title.
SmackDown almost, where they have like storyline progresses one there at, like more so than Raw necessarily. So you actually have a reason to watch SmackDown.
Did you
Like they
know?
kind of did that with the Ambrose and Owens match, like Raw, which was awesome.
Did you know that Heath Slater said that the only belt he wants to win is the Intercontinental Belt?
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know. He said there was a interview about him being a jobber, and he said that he's okay with it because He's living the dream. He's got to wrestle a bunch of legends, and he's gone, just like that. Talking to myself. Where'd he go? Alright, so before there was an whatever happened, so Heath Slater was talking about how he is okay with being a jobber because he's got to wrestle a bunch of legends and whatnot, and he's doing what he loves, and when the door opens, he'll be there if they need him, whatever. And he said that the only belt he ever wanted to win as a kid was the IC title, and that's all he wants. Because he talked about how he was like tag champs and whatnot like a couple times, and
Yeah.
and whatnot. So yeah, he just wants to win the IC belt.
Well, I like Heath Slater. I think he's a really underrated superstar.
So is Zack Ryder.
So I guess yeah, to a degree.
But
Heath Slater more so though.
I think 2015 is easy to say. It's not the I don't want to say year of the jobbers as in like all the jobbers were winning and whatnot. It's year of the jobbers because there's never been so many jobbers.
That's WWE's fault for not building up anybody though.
Like,
Like you look right now, the one only guy built up is fucking Roman. That's
yep.
it. They have everything just surrounded by him.
Oh, another con is Axel never being eliminated. Or pro. That's a pro.
What do you mean? That's a pro, man.
Yeah, I meant that.
Too bad he didn't. Too bad he didn't take Roman's place and win the title at WrestleMania. That would have been awesome. Would have been phenomenal, just like AJ Styles. But
Yeah. Speaking of which, we're not even gonna actually talk about that because it's not even about this. So never mind. But yeah, I just hope that this year they gotta use what they have more effectively.
yeah, like they're going to do that though.
Like I hope that by the end of this year, we can safely say that Roman is not gonna be in the main title picture.
I hope. I doubt it's going to be true, but I hope.
Or like, the only way I think I'd like Roman again is if the Shield got back together.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'd still hate him. So
But Dean and Seth, I love Dean and Seth. So.
yes, very awesome. I don't know. It doesn't seem like we have a lot more to say. So what the fuck ever.
It's really just 2015 was shit. That's how it goes.
If you want to take anything about it, don't watch anything from 2015 except maybe the triple threat match and some NXT matches. That's about it.
Yeah, you can watch every NXT pay-per-view and it's worth it. It's worth watching all of them that happened last year. It's really not a lot, and yeah, that Iron Man match that like apparently wasn't as good as everyone thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, but
I didn't watch it.
Their match before, yeah. Well, we're not talking about NXT though, so let's not worry about that.
They're still part of WWE.
I know. I consider it. A lot of people consider it like separate though.
But it's not.
At this point.
It's too much interactions with Raw anymore. But
I don't know. We're not really saying much, so might as well.
Yeah, 2015 just
end
garbage.
This conversation. Fucking trash.
So
I'd rather watch TNA for the next decade than watch Raw from 2015 again.
So just don't even want if you're just getting back into WWE, don't feel the need to go back and see what's been going on because honestly, nothing is carrying over. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
this is new year, completely just new storylines. So, yeah, just hope that all I can say is if you're just starting to watch or just started watching it again,
stop.
At least you didn't start watching last year because you wouldn't still be watching.
I just say don't watch WWE in general.
Yeah, it's true. Watch the pay-per-views. Don't watch Raw. Just at least check out the pay-per-views, because if anything's gonna be good, it's gonna be the pay-per-views. No hope for Raw anymore.
Yeah, none.
But yeah, so this has been our discussion where we just completely go off topic about things. We were talking about
Yeah.
2015 as a whole. Creatures here with Outlet and
Hey,
Younggamer1531.
if we get 100 subscribers, I'll do a face reveal. So
On your face is already revealed.
no, it's not. That's not me, man. That's not me. I'm different.
You're sitting in the
All right.
same spot. Every time you turn your head, we can see your face.
Shut up.
If this video, if by any chance this video reaches like 5 likes,
Alec,
if this video reaches 5 likes, I don't even know what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We'll do, we'll do a Q&A with one question from each of us. That would be the worst video. Alright, but yeah, guys, so thank you for checking out this video if you even did make it this far. Congrats, because this is almost as bad as Raw last year. But yeah, so I've been Creatures. This is Creatures. Younggamer1531.
Younggamer1531 here.
We're gonna sign off
Just
for this
saying.
episode. We'll catch you next time.